Hello friends, welcome to Plants, Crochet, Cooking and more. Today I'll be showing you how we can make a beautiful crochet lace. So without further delay, let us start. For this particular project I have taken a coarse yarn so that it becomes easy for me to show, and the hook size is number 10. And so with a slip knot, let us start making 26 number of chains. Now let me tell you one thing, that is you must use the hook size which is actually suggested for your yarn. Here, as my yarn is coarse, I have taken a number 10 hook. So let us make 26 chains by counting so that we don't have to redo it. My 26 chains are done. I have put my thumb there. After that I made a chain of 3. Now I am going to make a double crochet in the 5th chain starting from the top. Then I chain 1 and leave 1 chain gap, and I am making 1 double crochet each in each of the chain. Again I chain 1 chain gap, and then we are going to make 2 number of double crochet, again 1 each in each chain space. Again chain 1 chain gap, followed by 1 double crochet in each of the chain space. Now this is the sequence that is to be repeated till the very end of this row. Straight and simple, we just make 1 double crochet each in 2 chain spaces. After that I chain 1 and leave a chain gap, and then we are going to make another set of double crochets again till we reach the end. Now this is a very beautiful crochet pattern, and you can use it for decorating your rooms. You can use it as edging for your sofas, for your throws, for your what should I say, bed sheet, anything. Here I have already worked till the very end, and if we count, we have 9 number of 9 set of double crochets. Now I chained 1, I turned my work, and I'm going to work 1 double crochet again. Now I'll follow the pattern. I chain 1, then I'm going to work 1 double crochet each in each of the double crochets. Again chain 1, working double crochets on top of the double crochets of the previous row. Now this I am going to do till I have worked 5 number of double crochets, 5 batches of double crochet I should say. Working my last batch of double crochet, I chained 1 and I am working the double crochets. 1 double crochet is done. I am working another double crochet. Yes, so 5 double crochets are done. Now what we need to do is I am going to chain 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Yes. Now please watch carefully. I am going to make double crochet in the last stitch or if you are not able to make it in the stitch, we can just work in the loop. I made a double crochet, then I chained 2. I already made another double crochet in the same space, then I worked a chain of 2, and I am making another double crochet, chain 2. That means we need to make 4 such double crochets so that we have 3 little gaps in between. See, it's already done. I chained 3, I turned my work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work in the little gaps, 3 gaps. Now in that first gap I am going to make 4 number of double crochet in the same space. That's the second, this is the third, let's make the fourth one. So fourth one is done, plus counting the chain of 3 makes 5. Then I chain 1 and then I'm going to slip stitch into the on the top of the previous row's double crochet. Then again I chain 1 and I'm going to hop into the next space and work 5 number of double crochet in the same manner how I have done for the previous gap. This is actually I am making the petals. We need to make 5 double crochets in the same gap. Once done, I'm going to chain 1 and work a single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. Then I chain 1 and I am going to work my last set of 5 number double crochet. So 5 number of double crochet is done. Then I chain 1 and then I am going to slip stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. So see, this is how it looks. After that I'm going to chain 4, 3 and 4, and then I am going to make 2 number of double crochet in the in the 7 chain. First one is done and this is the second double crochet. After that what we need to do is, as we have been doing in the sequence, I chain 1 and I am going to work double crochet on top of the previous double crochets, and I am going to chain 1 and leave a chain gap as I have been doing for this part of the pattern. See, a double crochet is done, another double crochet is worked. This part is very simple, just the repetition of the previous row. Chain 1, leave a chain gap and work 2 number of double crochet till we reach the end of the row. This particular pattern will be repeated again and again, so that is the easiest part for this pattern. So here I am quite close to the finishing point of this particular row and it's done. What we do is chain 3, 1, 2 and 3 and turn the work, and then I'm going to work a double crochet on top of the previous double crochet, then chain 1 and work double crochets on top of the previous double crochets. This is simple. See, this is how our pattern looks. Let us continue with the sequence of making 2 double crochet, chain 1, a chain gap and again 2 double crochet. I am going to work till the very last set of double crochets. 1 double crochet, another double crochet on top of the previous double crochet. It's done. Now again I am going to chain 7. already done. And now I am going to work a double crochet on top of the third double crochet of the middle petal. I worked a double crochet, then I'm going to chain 2, work another double crochet in the same chain, again chain 2 and work another double crochet in the same space, again chain 2 and work another double crochet in the same chain. That is, we are working on the second petal, third chain. We must remember that. After that's done, I chain 3 and I turn my work. We will be working the second set of petals again as we had done in the lower one. Chain 3 will be counted as 1 double crochet, so we need to make 4 more double crochets. Actually, it will just be the repetition of the previous petal formation. Once that is done, I chain 1 and then I'm going to make a single crochet on top of the double crochet, then chain 1 and I will hop into the next gap and make 5 number of double crochet. It is very simple. We need to count the double crochets so that we don't make the mistake. After that, 5 double crochets done, I chain 1 and I am going to make a single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. So this is how it looks. I chain 1 because I have another little gap left where I am going to work 5 number of double crochets. Let us keep making 5 number of double crochet and also keep counting. After that, I chain 1 and make a single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. Then what we do is chain 4 again as we did earlier. Then I am going to make a double crochet in the chain of 7. 1, this is the second double crochet. After that, following the sequence, I chain 1 and I am going to work double crochet on top of the previous double crochet. First double crochet is done. This is the second double crochet. Then again chain 1 and work the double crochets again, and we will keep following the sequence as we have been doing. And following this pattern, I am going to work till the very end of this row. When we are working in the last stitch, we have to be a little bit careful. After that, I chain 3 and see the 2 petals are already done. After chaining 3, I turn my work and I'll be making double crochet on top of the previous double crochets. Then I chain 1 and I am going to make a set of 2 double crochets. One is done and another I am working. Now I am going to follow the same sequence and see, I have already reached the point where my double crochet is to be done. After that, I again chain 7 and then I am going to make a double crochet on top of the third chain of the middle petal or the second petal. So I work my double crochet, then I chain 2 and work another double crochet, chain 2, another double crochet is being done, again chain 2 and work my final double crochet. Yes, we must have 3 gaps. then I chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and I turn my work. Straight and simple. After turning the work, I am going to make 4 number of double crochet in the first gap, and I already have a chain of 3, so that amounts to 5 double crochets. Once that is done, I am going to chain 1 and make a single crochet on top of the double crochet just below it or of the previous row. Then again I chain 1 and I am going to make 5 double crochet, chain 1 and then 1 single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. So our second petal is done. I chain 1 and make a single crochet on top of the previous double crochet, and I am making my final set of 5 double crochets in the third space. As the fourth, and this is the fifth double crochet. Then I chain 1 and do a single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. Then see, this is how a pattern looks. So the 3 petals are already done. 3 petals make a set of pattern. After that I am going to chain 4. Then I am going to make double crochet as I have done on the chain of 7. 2 double crochets are being done. After that I chain 1 and I am going to make double crochets, chain 1 and a chain gap, like how we have been doing. I'm going to follow the same sequence till the end of the row. Let us continue working till the end of the row. Close to the end, I chain 1 and I am working a double crochet. Again I am going to work my double crochet, the final one. So this particular row is done. After that I chain 3 and I turn my work. Now I am going to start off with the second set of pattern. So I am going to work 5 sets of double crochets. From this point you can see the pattern how we have worked earlier, and we can simply follow that and keep continuing with our work. Here I am working the double crochets on top of the previous double crochets, then a chain of 1, chain gap and set of double crochet. This I am going to do 5 times. Five times means till we have 5 set of double crochets in this particular row. Now if we count, see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, like how we had in the second row of the pattern. Now we are starting with the second set of pattern. What we do here is I am going to chain 7 and start off with the second set of pattern. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. The chain of 7 is done. Now I am going to work in the very first chain of the very first double crochet and make 1 double crochet. After that I chain 2 and make another double crochet in the same space. Again chain 2, make another double crochet in the same space, followed by chain 2 and a double crochet in the same space. Now if we see, we have 3 little points. Then I do a chain of 3 and I turn my work, and I am going to continue making 4 number of double crochet in the first gap. 4 double crochet because I already have a chain of 3 which will also be counted as 1 double crochet. So thus I have 5 double crochet. Then I chain 1 and make a single crochet on top of the previous double crochets. See, our first petal of the second set of pattern is done. Now chain 1, then I am doing my 5 number of double crochets. 2 is done. This is the third double crochet, the fourth and the fifth. Once the fifth double crochet is done, chain 1 and I am going to make a single crochet on top of the previous double crochet. Then again I chain 1 and work 5 number of double crochet in the third gap. 1 is done. This is the second one. This is the third double crochet, the fourth, and finally the fifth one. Once that is done, I chain 1 and I am going to work a single crochet on top of the previous double crochet. So for the second set of pattern, my first petal is done. So we will continue making the petals till we have 3 petals as we have in the first set. After that, it's simple, it's just a repetition. I am going to chain 4 and work 2 double crochet on the chain of 7. First is done. This is the second double crochet. Then I chain 1 and I am going to work double crochets on top of the previous double crochets. Chain 1 and leave a gap of 1 chain and work in the same sequence as we have been doing from the very beginning. So this is how it looks. We have to continue with making double crochet, chain 1 and a chain gap till the end of the row. I have already reached the end of the row and working my final double crochet. That I am going to chain 3 and I turn my work and I am working my double crochet, second double crochet. Then again I chain 1 and I am going to work the double crochets as we have been doing from the very beginning. Now our second flower has to be done for the second set of pattern. Now if you wish to, you can just keep following the first set of pattern and keep doing, and if you just want to if you just remember the pattern, you can just avoid it and just keep continuing working. That is, now we are going to work the double crochet on top of the previous double crochet. See that I have already done. Now what we do is we have to chain 7 so that the second petal can be started on top of the first petal. So let's chain 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. That's done. Now let's make a double crochet on the third double crochet of the second petal. After that, chain 2, I make another double crochet in the same space, again chain 2, I'm making another double crochet, again chain 2, and I'm making my final double crochet till we have 3 little gaps. Then I chain 3 and I'm turning my work again. And in the little gaps we are going to make our 5 double crochets. As my chain of 3 is already done, I am going to work 4 double crochets. Once that is done, chain 1 and I am going to work a single crochet on top of the double crochet of the previous row. Then again I chain 1 and I hop into the second gap and I am working my 5 double crochets. Third is done. This is the fourth one and the fifth one. Now again I have to chain 1 and do a single crochet. So this is the process which we have to keep following then I chain 4 and I'm going to make 2 number of double crochet in the chain of 7. See, it is very simple, looks a bit complicated, but it is not tough at all, and half the pattern is so easy to remember. We just don't have to remember, also we just need to keep working in the sequence, that is 2 double crochet, chain 1, a chain gap. Half the pattern is to be worked in the same sequence. So our second set of petal, 2 petals are completed already of the second set of pattern. So you can keep working as much as you like till you get your desired length. It is a very beautiful pattern. It has that vintage effect. It can add charm to your decorating, to your room, to your decoration, and I hope you all liked it. I enjoyed showing it to you all. So friends, as I always say, do not forget to share, subscribe and comment. Do hit the like button if you found the video useful. If you are new to our channel, do take a moment to subscribe and stay tuned for more of interesting videos. So till we meet again, it is bye bye.